Next up on WTV, a look at spring trips for band and orchestra and a special contest. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Good morning, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Thursday, April 4th, and I'm Jennifer Hernandez with today's Daily Update brought to you by Wingspan TV. This weekend, band and orchestra are headed south for a weekend off. WTV's Kennedy Williams has the story.
Band and orchestra students will be huddled up at the crack of dawn tomorrow morning to prepare for their annual spring trip departures. The trip serves as a reward to the musicians for the work they have put into their music throughout the school year. Band is traveling to Galveston, while orchestra is headed to South Padre. Some of the events include building sandcastles at South Padre Island, walking through Pleasure Pier, and touring the NASA Space Center.
I'm excited to spend time with a lot of my friends in the rooms. I'm excited to go to NASA again because every time I go there I always learn something new. I'm excited to go to the water park again. I'm just excited for a lot of things.
The trip will not be all fun and games for the musicians. Each of the ensembles is required to give a performance at some point during the trip.
It's a requirement in order to do a trip. You have to have a performance aspect. So this was a convenient way for us to perform, but yet leave our instruments here.
The band is performing at Texas City High School, while two orchestras are giving a performance at the Eisman Center in Dallas before heading to Austin. Reporting for WTV, I'm Kennedy Williams.
As the band ramps up preparations for its upcoming UIL competitions, the percussion section has embarked on more ambitious endeavor. WTV's Viom Sethia has the details.
PASIC, which stands for the Percussive Arts Society International Convention, is an event hosted annually by the world's largest percussion organization, bringing together performers, groups, and corporations from all across the international stage. Each year, the PAS chooses a select few middle schools, high schools, and universities to perform at the convention, and the school's percussion section will be submitting a video audition contending for this spot.
We've got a schedule set both in class and out of class to kind of learn all the notes for all the pieces that we're trying to put together. And then once we get a little bit closer to a submission date, we'll go through a recording session with a live audience and take those prepared pieces and perform them. And then there's a time limit that we have for the recording. So we have to trim it down, and usually I'll select the best of, let's say that we're putting together 7 pieces, I'll take the top 2 or 3 and actually put those as the material that we actually submit for the recording.
Recording submissions will be finalized and submitted sometime in the next few weeks in the hope of getting the opportunity to attend and perform at the PASIC 2019 in Indianapolis, Indiana, from November 13th through 16th. Reporting for WTV, this is Viom Sethia.
On this week's edition of My Life As, WTV takes a look into the life of senior trumpet player Sid Sadhu.
So when I get up, I go take a shower, and I come back to finish my warm-ups, which it's a bunch of articulation studies, flexibility studies, some range exercises, and I really only warm up for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I take another 5-minute break, watch some TV or something, and then after that, now I'm really starting my practice. So when I'm practicing, I'm focusing on what I have in goal, what my goal is when I'm trying to practice. And it's really, improving my skill set, so that way I can perform even better the next day and keep those skills in my mind when I'm performing. And after that comes performing. I'm performing anything really. So what my goal is when I'm performing is to sound great, and to also play from my heart. That's one thing I've learned throughout my entire career is playing from your heart, not what you think people want to hear. Because from what you hear from your heart, when you want to play from your heart, it's going to make people enjoy it even more, because then you put your own emphasis and more expressions into it, which I've seen, through gigs and performances, that it really does have an impact. So I've gigs almost every single day for the next 2.5 weeks. So I from a young age, I've been introduced to music. When I was 2.5, I started playing the Indian drums called the dholak. I've been listening to jazz ever since I was 5 years old. Maybe on TV, or recordings or whatnot, made me love the jazz trumpet, even more than I could imagine. And so from there, I just kept practicing and practicing, and junior year came by, and I auditioned for state, and I made state, and I was so proud. And I was, I told myself, man, I gotta get my name to the national platform. I'm at the state level, that's awesome, but I want to be one of the greats.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. WTV's Wade Glover brings you today's announcements.
Seniors can pick up cap and gown orders today from 12:10 to 4:30. Esports Club is hosting an open meeting tomorrow in room C243. Prom tickets are now on sale on My Payments Plus. If you are bringing a non-Liberty guest, please fill out the form that is attached to My Payments Plus. All guests must be under 21 years old.
That's it for today's Daily Update. This is Jennifer Hernandez for Wingspan TV.